Okay, if the Borg Queen gets any gayer, she may actually accomplish the impossible of making Jurati a likable character. I'm Gayfesh, and today we're discussing Season 2, Episode 6 of Star Trek Picard, 2 of 1. But before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. There will be some minor spoilers here, but I'll try to keep things in broad strokes. As the episode title might suggest, a big part of this episode is the interplay between Agnes and the Queen in her head. By lending Agnes a little of her power, she starts to let her see who she could be with just a little bit of confidence. But of course, she has her own ulterior motives, as it seems that Agnes's neuroses and anxieties are what's actually keeping the Queen from taking control of the body. But, as evil as the Queen is, she's at least charming and fun to watch. She might actually be a positive influence on Agnes as a character. Also, we know for sure this is why the Doc Ock version of the Borg Queen is wearing a mask. It's obviously to hide the fact that it's Jurati. Never mind that she showed up before Q changed the timeline. Don't try to make sense of Star Trek time travel, it's never consistent. Just let it do what it needs to do for the plot to happen. Speaking of time travel, this episode uses one of my least favorite cliches, where the episode starts with the climactic moment and then does a 1 hour earlier text card. There's something to be said for Hitchcock's idea of seeing the bomb under the table while the characters remain unaware, but when the ticking bomb is just some events will happen later, it feels like an unearned way to punch up suspense. And considering that Q seems to be using Adam Sung for his devices, you could have just had a few more scenes with him to maintain that suspense. We even get some horrific revelations about him and his daughter Corey that could have been more interspersed through the episode. We get to see Picard's warmth on full display here as he puts his speech-making ability to the test. I want to put him in my pocket so I can pull him out every time I need someone to be like, you can do the thing! But it seems like seeing one of his ancestors is tapping into an old memory of his mother, and after he gets hit with a car by Sung, he appears trapped in a memory loop, and next week Talon's gonna do an Inception episode on him, and we might finally find out why his mother's been on his mind so much. So how do you like this episode? Is Queen Agnes an improvement? Is Elnor forever relegated to Rafi hallucinations? Give me your thoughts down below.
I don't know what would be the bigger ethical breach, Rios trying to date someone from the past, or that doctor dating a guy who was her patient 12 hours ago.
Be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and share the video with your friends. Subscribe to my Patreon to get shouted out in future videos. Check out my Bandcamp for banging tunes, including all the tracks you heard in this video. Follow me on Twitter @GayestFesh, and don't forget to check out my podcast, The Rest of Both Worlds, where I go through Star Trek The Next Generation with a friend who's never seen it. Thanks to my patrons Piftle Cakes and Renee Vorbeck. Your support is greatly appreciated. See you all in the next video.